phone. I got Cmurda on my phone.
I'm here to let the whole world know I'm hard to control. You can't conquer my soul.
Oh, nah, he don't be on that cause I'm a gangster for real.
Celine, a living legend.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't no rap thing with me, you know what I'm talking about? It's real life with me.
With physical evidence of the world full of corruption. It's like
Telling me when he get home, he gon' protect me from the edge of my bed with a cake.
Cmurda C stands for, well, you know my name, Corey.
Corey,
You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
So it's cool, y'all kept it pretty simple.
Yeah. What's happening, family? What's happening? On the cool. We got a bunch to talk about. My boy Cmurda, legend, general, real stand-up guy. Nothing more needs to be said. But the OG had a few things that he decided he was gonna speak on, and we gonna dive into all of that, you feel me? But before we get started, make sure you wipe your feet as you come in the door. And for the ones that don't know, that's like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell icon, and turn post notifications on to all. That way you will be notified every time we drop a video. Do that for your brother family. Y'all know that's love there, man. If you want to show some love and support, make sure you have those things done. And for the ones who already have, salute to you, family. That's solid. On the cool, that's solid. But like I say, we got a bunch to talk about for the day. And we got another legend. Unfortunately, no longer living. Had he been living, he for sure would have been on top of the music industry, still to this day. And that man, Soulja Slim. We also got a future legend in NBA Youngboy, as Cmurda decided, he was gonna speak on a few different things, man. He had a lot going on, a lot of different stuff. So we gonna get down to the nick and grit of everything, family. Y'all know how we get out. So hit that like one more time, because that's a mandatory, you feel me? That's that feedback, we need that. But on the cool, that man Cmurda been speaking about YB and his relationship. Of course, he put out this post right here for YB a couple weeks back, and it was on Father's Day, where he says, "Happy Father's Day to a good friend of mine, NBA Youngboy, one of the realest dudes I know. To be so young, he has the knowledge of an OG. I'm proud of you, homie. Forever true. I'ma ride with you till the wheels fall off. Forever true." And adds Youngboy in that, of course. And he also goes on in another post to share 4K True, letting it be known that they are one conglomerate. At the end of that, he put the caption of 4K True. You seen Rico Taliban commented under there. He told Cmurda he'll be free soon. So the love is really there from all the youngins to the OG, you feel me? And that is no better explained than in the songs that YB dropped for him, the letter to Cmurda, and also this line in one of his other songs. I got Cmurda on my phone telling me when he come home, he gonna protect me from the edge of my bed with a K, because these dudes want me gone. And that right there already lets you know how YB feels, immortalizing him within his songs like that, you feel me? So Cmurda today decides that he's going to put out a public service announcement and let the world and everybody else know, mostly the old heads, to stop hating on NBA Youngboy. As Cmurda goes on to put up this picture and a caption up under this picture where he says, "I want to ask the older cats to stop hating on our new generation. That's rap. These dudes really eating and it's all legal. NBA Youngboy keeping it realer with me than any dude I know. However it go, I'm rolling with him. NWA or peace. He's my Soulja Slim of the new generation. Forever true." So as y'all see, it seems as though he's taking jabs at a lot of his so-called peoples, Master P, Boosie. That's what a lot of people took from it. But more importantly, he put a bold statement in there that really set the internet off. We're going to get to that. Now, Block, the producer, he says in the comment section, "Any dude on this post hating, your mama don't love you," with the laughing emoji and the hand slapping his face. But like I said, man, he put a very, very bold statement within there saying that YB is this generation's Soulja Slim. and it got a reaction. But first, a lot of people felt like he was taking jabs at no other than Boosie Boo. As you see, this man right here says he been keeping it more real with you than Boosie, with question marks. And another person says, any dude he know, how Boosie feel about this? So they feel as though he's taking a jab at Boosie, and that did kind of leave the door open to speculate, because we know who reps for him the most is Boosie. Now, another person said, somebody tagged Boosie hating Nate. And honestly, man, I don't understand how you could say that Boosie was hating on YB when YB came out first dissing Boosie. I mean, you can't really say that Boosie was hating. Boosie never came out publicly and really like disrespected the man. He put out a diss song response back to what YB said when YB said, female dog don't call my phone no more. Well, Boosie said, of course, back, and y'all all know, I don't call phones, I call shots. He had every right to respond and let that man know, don't disrespect me. But a lot of people felt like this was over the top. A lot of people felt like a lot of YB's beefs are justified and not really people hating on him. Now, does YB get a lot of hate? Of course he does. Then you also had the people under this who felt like you just doing this because YB's looking out for you. You know, people saying if he putting money on your books, just say that. If he paying you, just say that. You have people saying stuff like you trying to attach yourself to him because he hot and on top of the game and you want to be a part of his wave. You don't really care about him. Just all kind of stuff, man. Y'all know how fans will get, man. They'll get to making up their own narrative to everything. You feel me? The majority of the comment section felt disrespected by the comments that Cmurda made about YB being this generation Soulja Slim. They're saying stuff like Soulja Slim was way better than him. He ain't on the level of a Soulja Slim. You know, just stuff like that. We'll read a few of them. This man right here says, my dude Slim wasn't G-A-Y. Man, that was just disrespectful. This girl says, that Soulja Slim reference is wild. I don't think Slim would wear any nail polish. This dude said Soulja Slim was cutthroat, not emotional, a gangster. This dude said Slim too real to be compared to this little boy. This dude said you got Slim effed up, LOL. This queen said Soulja just rolled over in his grave hearing this bull. There is no comparison. This person said Soulja Slim music way harder than me, though long live Soulja Slim. This person said right, and he has been locked up too long to say this craziness. This person said, you tripping. The other one said, nah, Cmurda, Soulja wasn't on this new generation ish or you. This person said, stop it, man. This dude is decaying the community slowly and raps about nothing but violence, pure industry plant. Uncle C means well with this post, but stop it. This person said, can't compare him to Slim at all. So they flashing about that. They ain't feeling that. Mr. Too Tight 84 says, come on now, C, with a bunch of laughing emojis. This person said, that's why you in there. Focus on freedom, sir, with the laughing emoji. So they just flat out flashing out on Cmurda about him speaking about YB and Soulja Slim in the same breath. And I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, man. I'm going to give y'all my pure, unadulterated truth on this situation. A lot of y'all going to be mad. Some of y'all going to agree. If you do not agree, that's fine. No reason to get in the comment section and be disrespectful. Give your opinion as to why you're disagreeing with what I'm saying, because I'm going to definitely give you mine. Now, when it comes to YB and Soulja Slim, I understand why he's saying that. Soulja Slim didn't care. He didn't care what anybody thought about him. He wasn't going to tolerate no disrespect. He wasn't finna play no games with nobody. So in that regard, yes, they are the same. The spirit is the same. YB is aggressive. He don't care about what nobody think about him. He not finna tolerate disrespect, and he will come at you. That's the same way Soulja Slim is. Now, as far as musically, that's not what he meant. He meant it in a spiritual aspect. He meant it with his persona. So that's what he was saying. He wasn't even calling the man Soulja Slim. He was just saying he's this generation's equivalent. He's the closest thing to Soulja Slim in this generation. We compare generations all the time. We compare people all the time who have certain similarities. But when you go to the music, because a lot of people were saying Soulja Slim is better than NBA Youngboy, and that is cap. That is cap. Hey, I rock with Soulja Slim. He is a great artist and maybe the greatest one of the greatest ghostwriters of all time. He can write a song that will match anybody's talent level. The man is highly talented. But when you say bar for bar, Soulja Slim is better than NBA Youngboy, not even song for song, the whole entire song, you cannot say that Soulja Slim is better than YB. That's just being delusional. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. Well, numbers do lie in this case, but let's just be honest, popularity doesn't lie. If you grew up in the South, yeah, you know Slim, but on the West Coast and the East Coast, they don't really know him. YB is known off his talent. A lot of people don't like YB, but one thing that people cannot say about YB is that he's not talented. That man is highly talented and has multiple classics. Give that man his flowers and his respect in that regard. Now, when it comes to YB and Soulja Slim in totality, as a comparison, even though Cmurda didn't put it like that, that's how the fans made it out to be. So to speak about them in totality, first off, nobody measures up equally in totality. We are all individuals. We all differ in multiple ways. But as far as the streets and being a gangster and who they was and all that different stuff, Soulja Slim wins that race 10 times out of 10 because he spent more time in the streets. He actually lived that lifestyle for a lot longer. You know what I'm saying? YB was 15 when he blew up and started to come into money. Y'all can take what y'all want to take from all the music, but in reality, I live in reality. So in reality, YB's not outside getting his hands dirty, risking his entire empire for whoever. He's not gonna do that for whoever. He got people under him who will do that for him because he's rich and successful. He shouldn't be doing that. That'd be foolish. You're a multi-millionaire. But Soulja Slim spent more time out in the streets, not having money and thugging. You feel me? I'm just saying, let's just keep it real. But that wasn't it from Soulja Slim. Soulja Slim, as we all know, has been fighting for 2 decades to be released from prison. And we all know, if you don't know, let me tell you, Kim Kardashian hopped in on that fight with him. Not too long ago, she released a report as to what has been going on with Cmurda's case behind closed doors. And we're gonna read a little bit of it. It starts out like this. I wanted to shed some light on a case that I've been working on for years. Corey Miller has spent 21 years in prison for a crime he did not commit. And his conviction is based entirely on testimony of 2 men who the state dragged to trial just on material witness warrants. Those men have now sworn that their prior testimony was untrue. There is no remaining evidence that even suggests that Corey Miller is any more culpable than hundreds of patrons who were at the Platinum Club on January 12, 2002, when Steve Thomas was tragically shot. Rather than search for the real perpetrator of the crime, the local sheriff's office zeroed in on proving a case against Mr. Miller. The lead detective harassed multiple witnesses and mishandled the case to such a degree that the trial court had no choice but to grant Mr. Miller a new trial after he was convicted in 2003. In 2009, 4 months before Mr. Miller's second trial, his attorney attempted to withdraw and complained he had not been paid in years. The new judge refused to allow counsel to withdraw, and Mr. Miller stood trial for a second time with an attorney who made no effort to call favorable witnesses to testify. The state's case was minimal, limited to the now recanted testimony of Darnell and Kenneth Jordan. And rather than call the 5 defense witnesses who testified at the first trial that Mr. Miller was not the shooter, trial counsel played the audio of their testimonies for the jury. Even with the lack of vigorous defense, the jury recognized obvious issues with the state's case and deliberated for over 24 hours after being sequestered overnight. The jury attempted to return a 10-2 verdict, with one jury stating she was only voting guilty under duress. The court returned the jury to deliberation, and the juror changed her vote from guilty under distress to guilty. The same juror spoke to the local newspaper the day after the verdict and confirmed that she did not believe the state proved Mr. Miller was guilty, but voted guilty to end deliberations. Mr. Miller was convicted by a 10-2 verdict, which the Supreme Court has since held violates the 6th Amendment right to a trial by jury while not applying retroactivity. Louisiana recently enacted a new law that provides innocent people with the ability to raise a post-conviction claim of factual innocence. Mr. Miller has raised such a claim and like all of his prior post-conviction filings, has been denied relief without even so much as an evidentiary hearing. In light of the fact that the only witnesses have completely recanted their statements, there is absolutely no remaining evidence against Mr. Miller. Corey Miller deserves a day in court to testify the veracity of the recanted statements and to prove that he did not shoot Steve Thomas. If you agree that Corey Miller deserves his day in court, please repost this. While I strongly believe in Corey's innocence, my heart goes out to the victims, and I pray for their hearing and the closure that they deserve. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. But we already know the state is corrupt. We know that. We know that off the bat. But one thing that stood out to me the most is, why is it that that Master P is supposed to be an almost billionaire, but your brother has a lawyer who is claiming that he has not been paid in years? Like, that's just messed up, bro. That's sickening. That's disgusting, bro. You know, if you worth that much money, a lawyer, man, that shouldn't be nothing to you, bro. That's sickening, bro. These dudes really be out here truly sick, bro. They be so selfish and greedy, bro, that they will let their own flesh and blood go down because they want to make things appear to be more than what it is. So, like, this little stuff right here, it makes me really believe what Romeo was saying about his pops. And then you look at how Snoop Dogg has been talking about Master P over the years, how Master P helped him get on his grind and get his money up and be his own boss and stuff like that. Master P paid him what, $35,000 for a song and stuff like that. But you can't give your brother 20K for a lawyer, bro. I mean, I don't get that, bro. I don't get that, bro. These dudes are selfish and sick, man. Cmurda says this: it's been a fight and long journey for justice. Thank you, Kim Kardashian, and everyone involved over the years, praying, advocating, and believing in my innocence. So, you know, that's just been a crazy situation, man. That's crazy, bro. That man basically got convicted off of a situation that already happened, that he had got dismissed. The laws were out to get him from the time he got released. Well, really from the time he got that rap money. But when he got in that first situation and got released, they was after him. The fix was in, and that's just what it was. Now, the NAACP branch out in Louisiana, they reached out to help out Cmurda as well, and he put those posts up also. Y'all can read that, stop it and read it. I'm not gonna read all that. We already long into the video, but I just want to say this, man. When it comes to the life that y'all took from this man, you got to think about it, man. His daughters was babies when he went away. All his daughters were little babies, and he missed a whole entire life because y'all don't really care about anything else but to continue making y'all money off of locking black people up and getting rid of the people that y'all say y'all don't like. Y'all win-win. And it's really sickening, bro. You gotta be a sick, deranged, disgusting person to really honestly have that much hatred in your heart for someone else, bro. I just don't get that. This man been gone so long that he's seeing people creating AIs of his song and calling it Living in the Future. You know, AI is not really a new thing at this point, but that's how long he been gone. And that's the sickening thing about it all. But there is one bright spot through the test of this for a man Cmurda, and it's not only his daughters, but it is Monica, the singer Monica. They've been together for the entirety of this, and Monica been holding that man down every step of the way. She put her career on the back burner just to make sure that she was right there with him. And you gotta respect this woman, because ain't too many of them out here like this.
I got somebody else that I care a whole lot about, you know what I mean? It's my forever partner. He can't represent for himself, so we represent for him. I ain't get it out yet. What you say? Well, I mean, Since we already on the subject, let me hear you say free Cmurda. Say it.
Free Cmurda!
Wait a minute, y'all, why ain't I in it? Let me find out y'all represent like that. Let me hear you say free Cmurda. Say it.
Free Cmurda!
Like I said, man, gotta respect that woman and respect what she's doing for him, how she's moving for him. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this entire situation, man. How do y'all feel about YB being compared to Soulja Slim? And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at allfactsKingKO. By the way, don't forget I'm still looking for beats as well. Just hit me up on Instagram. I'll let y'all know where to send all that stuff to. And most importantly, free Cmurda. All praise be to the Most High. Peace and blessings, kings and queens. I'm out.
Cmurda, C stands for, well, you know my name, Corey.
Corey,
You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
So it's cool. Y'all kept it pretty simple.